more of these games. I want to have other people come on and facilitate games or stuff, and I can take a little bit of a back seat. Like, I want to do more of this. So thank you guys so much. And with that being said, I think we're going to get ready to return from break. So thanks, guys. All right. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the third hour of Once Upon a Game, the story game variety show where we do one-shots of various games. This is the third season, and we're about halfway through it with episode 13 or so. And Sci-Fi has generously given us the rules to play this game, Mobile Frame Zero Firebrands by Vincent Baker. So we just had an amazing setup phase of the game. We had just a ridiculously awesome mech battle. And now we're returning to some other scenes that we can do. This game is really, really cool. We can check it out. I'm going to give a link to the show notes and everything in the description when the VODs go up.
Free for All is one of the bigger games. The rest of them won't take an hour.
Yeah, it's certainly one of the epic ones. But that's good. We needed that. We need the boost the TV show. The anime, was top brass of Comedy Central or whatever were questioning whether or not we wanted to keep the show going.
The first 3 episodes of an anime that's just plot, and then they get into the action around episode 4.
And huge rating boost. Huge rating boost. Producers are on board, so let's return to more Firebrands, everybody. I love it. I love this game. This game's super fun. I'm definitely going to play it again. Okay, so Sci-Fi, take it away, my friend.
It was Astoni's turn to pick a game.
So, since we just had a big mech battle, I think we should go to a dance.
All right, let's go to the page for a dance.
Lovely.
Ask your charging partner how the two of you came to be dancing together. Other players can join freely if it makes sense for their characters to be present at the dance. What do you notice about each other? What have you heard? During the dance, anyone can ask for details about the setting, occasion, and circumstance.
So, Remy, how does it come to be dancing together?
I don't know. Is it you tell me. Is there an event put on by the Bantress royalty?
I imagine.
Is it a holiday?
It's a holiday.
Yes!
Yes, it's a holiday.
Obviously, you two just got married and still
it's a holiday, and even though we're being booted off our planet, we have to celebrate.
We have to keep up appearances.
Is it like your Independence Day?
This is our
or like no. I'm sorry. It's the Founding Day. It's Charter Day.
Founding Day. Oh yes.
It's like the annual founding.
It's the day you were chartered by this fucking solar union. Get wrecked. It's not my turn, Estindy. You don't have to do that. I'm way out of line.
It's the Founding Day Bowl.
I'm super out of line.
I like it. I like it a lot. We're gonna go with it.
Mm-hmm. I like that a lot. But yeah, who else does it make sense to be present here, or is it just the Bantress royalty?
I would absolutely be smoozing, just around in this party.
How did you get it?
What? I don't know.
Did you take a cargo lifting job?
Are you a caterer? Yeah, you're the caterer. But I don't. So
actually, yeah, that'd be super cool.
You're like the bartender at the wedding reception. How you just sort of chat with everyone.
Oh wait, that makes perfect sense. I lost my mech, and they were like, it's gonna be a couple weeks before we can actually get you a new one. So I'm just like, well, what can I do without a mech? And they're just
maybe the revolution
this intelligence operation.
Yeah. So what I'm thinking, so I won't be there, but if you want, if you're cool with it, Estini, I could play the other landowner dude, who I think would be there.
I don't think it's at my place.
Oh.
I think it's at Remy's.
All right, then I don't think I'm going to be in this scene then, because I don't think I'm a high enough ranking high person to be here, and I don't really want to. These guys are good.
That's fine. You can still add details.
Exactly. I'll observe and add detailed questions and stuff like that. I'm cool with that. I love that.
It's not listed on this page, but it's a universal rule of the game that anyone who's not directly involved in a scene can just ask.
Yeah. I mean, I love those types of games. Most of the games I play nowadays end up having that sort of like observer watcher role, whatever, like quasi narrator, like co-GM, or like something of that nature to ask interesting questions. Yeah, love it. That's
Actually, can someone be in the scene as like literally anyone else besides Remy and Darcy? Because I don't want to like approach them directly if I'm going to have like.
I have questions about the game rules. If we're participating in a dance, we don't get to ask questions.
No, I don't think so.
No, that doesn't sound.
Just realized
fuck that. Fuck that. Override. You can totally ask questions.
Asking each other questions. So you ask questions of your partner, your dance partner.
Yeah.
Hey, so I did copy.
So you can only be at the dance if you're actually dancing. That's what I'm hearing.
Yeah. So
because the questions are vaguely dancing based.
Yeah. So.
So you need to have a dance partner.
I need like a partner. Yeah.
Yeah, there could be some other Bantress royal. You can make up NPCs like this. The endless game. You can just say who they are, how you know them.
Yeah.
My character will be there.
Somehow I'm just on the arm of some like Bantress like princess. I don't know how this happened.
Yeah. You've just caught the favor of some low-ranking royalty somehow, and they're like, come with me.
Yeah, I am charming. So, that helps.
So Sarah will be there, but she's in a masquerade mask and wearing like a dress that's like just glittering with rubies.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess she's just like she's that person that always budges in and steals people's dance. So she like takes the dance and she's like flirting with everybody and trying to see if there's like a weak link in the royalty that she can take advantage of.
Okay, so conducting the dance, take turn asking each other questions. Each of you gets to ask the other 2 questions, taking turns, and then the dance ends. So I will add 2 actions to the turn order of everyone who is involved in the dance, which is everyone short of Eric.
But Eric could help answer questions.
That's true. He could help. He could give interesting answers. So, it's Astani's choice of game, so she gets to go first.
Okay, let me look over these questions.
And I guess since there's a lot of people here, you could say who your partner is for each one.
Okay. So Darcy is dancing with Remy, and I imagine it's very proper because we're both noble born.
Right. You're
both princes and princesses
albeit from different royal families, but still in the aristocracy.
Sure. So I think what happens is that, like, you know how, like, if you're like in the Pride and Prejudice type movies where they like have like the dancing and then they circle around and they have different partners and stuff. So like the dance's figure brings you to dance with somebody else. Who? And then once we're finally brought back together to dance together again, are you pleased or disappointed?
Yeah, I think the dance's figures bring me to dance with a higher ranking noble than me. And when he comes back, he is disappointed.
Oh, ouch.
Yeah.
Like Remy is from the 18th house in line for the throne. They're probably from like the 6th. And he's just
wow.
Shot down.
Real bottom of the barrel there.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, so that would make it my turn, actually. Yeah, I think I'll keep the Bantrash royalty mingling going and pose the question to Darcy. Your mouth is close to my ear. What do you say?
This is hard because this would probably be after I noticed how disappointed you were to be dancing with me still. I think.
Also, bear in mind that the ending of the free for all is supposed to have some fallout into the next game.
Yeah.
So if that,
I think.
gives you any ideas.
Yeah, I'm torn between two things because part of me wants to try to collude with you, but part of me wants to get out of this awkward dance now that I've seen your disappointment.
Where's this dance taking place again?
In Remy's house.
Yeah.
Yeah. Remy, what's your house like given the state of the conflict and stuff like that?
I would say that.
Are there signs of conflict and shed? Like is that represented in terms of like, is there a limited things of food or something like?
Yeah,
like
the house
the
is
type
not,
of food or different things.
Yeah, typically it would be much more presentable than this, but things have been in a frenzy like as of late, and so like there's banners put up for the dance, but they're probably misaligned. The offerings are pretty scarce. But everyone's like, whatever. It's Founding Day.
I think even though I'm considering colluding with you, after the slight that you've shown me, I cannot bring myself. My pride does not allow me to sort of follow that branch. And so instead, I think I say to you, only 2 more minutes, and then you may find another partner.
Yeah, I think Remy makes a comeback back, and he's like, I'm more suited to fighting than dancing anyway.
I noticed.
But yeah, now it's Chaotic Corndog's turn. If you're here, you're muted in Zoom.
Remy.
There
we go.
When the dance ends, will you stand with me or rush away? I would like to dance with you.
I will rush away because who are you?
You exchange,
so
yeah.
I think the scene of this action is like, because it's one of those like Pride and Prejudice type scenes where just the dancers get rotated around. Like Remy is partnered with you, and he's like, "Oh, who are you? Like, how did you get here? Like
that stupid.
And you're like, oh, I'm with.
So obviously out of place.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like that fucking like ballroom dancing when you have like the one hand up and you're touching the other person's hand. You do like the fucking like rotation stuff and then switches.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like that kind of dance,
There's
right?
like attendants around.
Yeah,
like,
right.
Yep.
Yeah. Yo, who's playing the music? What's the music like here? Is it a live band? Is it a DJ? What is it? What's customary for this planet? And well, it's customary for your parties, is what I should say.
I think because it's a significant holiday, it is the Royal Orchestra.
Oh, nice!
Come out in force.
See, awesome. See, that's what I love about these games, where it's like, make a roll to see if you get the orchestras. Fuck no, that's awesome. It's good. Right? It's not important. It's what's important is whatever you throw into the fire here. That's awesome.
But notably, the Royal Orchestra doesn't belong to Remy's family. They belong to the family of the current crown holder.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
So, I think it's just like, Remy looks at you, is just like, how did you get here? Like,
I'm obviously like dressed nice, but also obviously not dressed well.
Obviously, not well enough.
Yeah.
And I've never seen.
Because it's like I'm with royalty, so I don't know like how far up to dress.
Yeah.
That makes perfect sense. And I look all sad and discouraged.
Yeah, but how do you feel?
Oh, I feel sad and discouraged. I'm being very open to the room with my emotions.
Let me be more specific here. What does this do?
More specific?
No. But what do you being snobbed by the nobility? What does that do to your stance and fervor for the revolution, if anything?
If anything, I'm probably going to kill Remy now.
It's personal. Like it's personal now.
Oh yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm just wondering. Okay, cool.
Both Eric and Remy now. I'm going to slay both of you, and it's gonna be great.
Hey, you know what? If you want to collude with me, I don't like either of these guys right now.
Okay, I'll probably do that.
You can try to take out the Camaro with your Prius. So yeah, if that wraps up, then it's Golden's turn. Where does Sophera fit into this dance?
Sophera just walks by. Like there's this little gap between columns. And she walks by and she just looks over and gives Remy and Darcy a look. So then she just walks away. So something about me catches your eye and your look lingers. What is it?
To who?
I guess to both
Darcy.
of them. Yeah. Or no.
I mean, I'm sorry. To Remy, not to Darcy.
Okay.
To Remy. Oh. Yeah, so I think we lock eyes as you pass and just... There's this intensity there that is not present at all in noble gatherings. That really, like, sticks with Remy. And I think the scene framing is you walking away and Remy just, like, feeling like, what is with that person?
Yes. Okay, that's my scene.
Yeah. All right, back over to Estoni.
So I think at this point, Darcy and Remy have found different partners, and they have like drifted apart on the ballroom. Like that dance that they had together was because they kind of had to. They were in those places, and it was incredibly uncomfortable. More for Darcy, whereas Remy was probably just like whatever.
Yeah. He's like, let's get this over with. I need to get back to my Mech.
And so I think it's in another place in the dance. And Sophera, this moment in the dance allows me to step close to you and linger very near. Am I welcome?
Oh, yes, Sophera chats amiably and talks about how wonderful the symphony is and how ever since she was a child, whenever she heard the national anthem, it made her heart beat faster.
Damn, gleaming example of the revolution you are. All right.
What are you? Well, I have a question. Sophera, what are you wearing?
I said she's wearing a masquerade mask, and she's wearing like this very sleek red dress. It's like it's made together from woven rubies.
Okay. So it's very fancy.
It totally fits in.
Totally doesn't like clash with your green hair at all.
Oh, absolutely not.
You're totally not a Christmas tree right now.
Well, if you look at the picture, it turns to red at the tips, so like it really blends into the dress. And maybe the mask is also emerald, so it's like it's turning from red to green.
Do you have a lot of dresses, or is this like, is this a special dress?
This is a very special dress. This is a dress because obviously you never wear the same dress twice in high society.
Of course.
So of course this is a unique dress for this dance.
It's just how it works.
I mean, maybe I'll keep the dress if I fall to sentimentality, but a good spy would never make that mistake.
Yeah. If you think the Solar Union's bad, just wait till you find the fashion police.
They're the real intergalactic crackdown.
Don't worry, right now they're in an ages-old strife with the grammar police.
You have a white Mech, and it's after Labor Day. Yeah.
After intergalactic Labor Day.
We must fight. Okay.
So now it comes to my action, and I'm going to choose an action with Sophera is I lose my place in the dance. Do you let me stumble or do you draw me back into place?
I think Sophera does draw you back into place, but when she does so, she like touches you inappropriately and feels a weapon you've concealed.
Oh, yeah. Like, it's just like she puts a hand on his back and it's just like, is that a dagger?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, is that a dagger you're carrying, or are you just happy to save it?
Oh
It's
gosh.
obviously a dagger. It's on the small of my back.
Obviously, it's a dagger.
Yeah. All right. I'm satisfied with that. So it's Ramon's turn.
Ramon. Okay. So, Darcy, because
Yes.
I want to smooze, and Remy denied me. So, you may, at this moment in the dance, place your hand upon my elbow, my shoulder, my waist, or my hip. Which do you choose?
You look out of place, right?
Absolutely.
Your elbow.
Like,
I'm sorry.
I look, yeah. Like I want to make sure that we're aware. I'm not, in my mind at least. I'm not wearing like garbage. I'm wearing like probably my nicest clothes, but that's not like close
Right. But it doesn't hold a candle to the nobility's clothes.
It's basically noble garbage.
Yes. I'm wearing like your worst pair of clothing.
It's the kind of noble clothing that your great grandmother would have worn.
Ooh, it's like a V top with a fucking long collar,
Yeah.
like 70s.
It's so bad.
It's real out of place.
It's like, oh, this is noble, right? It's like, yeah, but it's noble from like 5 years ago.
Yeah, like you stole it from a museum.
So I think what happens is that we're dancing, and customarily, like at this part of the dance, I'm supposed to touch your shoulder, but I'm so put off by how out of place you are that instead I very gingerly like place like the tips of my fingers on your elbow.
I take that better than Remy, and I won't tell you.
It's good. All right,
I
so
take
now
that as a compliment, being touched by nobility.
yeah. So it comes back around to Golden for the last action of the dance game.
Last Dance with Mary Jane, my friend. What are you gonna do?
Yes. Just read these. Right, this thing here. Oh, of course. My hair has fallen in front of my ear. Do you touch my face? And do you remove my mask?
Who are you asking this to?
Is that?
To Remy.
Yes and yes.
I think I'm looking shock.
Yeah, I
And then
think
you reveal, you're like, wait a second, is this person on the guest list?
Oh my god,
Yeah.
it's perfect because
and that's what it is. Is he just like he pulls back the mask and he's immediately like, "Who are you?"
And then I run away
There's been
because
a
that's
lot
what
of
I have to do.
Yeah. All right. That's the last action. Once every dancer has asked 2 questions of each of your dancing partners, the dance ends. There's no conclusion to this. It just ends.
All right.
Everyone walks away. We go to the next game, which I believe is my choice.
Ooh.
God, this game's amazing.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
God, I've made a character that was planned to like get in over his head. I already did that twice. It's
You've been shunned by 2 noble houses.
Yeah, like
But it's fine because you're a revolutionary anyway.
yeah.
Right? Like,
God, this game is pretty great.
all right. So for my choice of a game, Eric, you weren't in the last game. I'm going to meet you sword to sword.
yeah, we are.
All right. Setup. Only you and your chosen partner play. Describe how the two of you came to be standing alone, sword to sword. What do you notice about each other? What have you heard? During the duel, anyone can ask for details about the location and circumstance. Decide whether you and your chosen partner are in your mobile frames with your plasma cutters or unframed with simple steel. Conduct the duel accordingly. If you're in your mobile frames, being killed can mean that your mobile frame is destroyed but you've survived, or that you've indeed been killed. Decide with your partner.
You're gonna have to help me out here. Since it's your scene, I need to know, because I have a couple ideas, but I'm not gonna choose unless or suggest something. Mobile frame or no?
I think it's more cool if I choose no mobile frame.
Fuck. All right.
What? I don't know. It's very tempting. No, mobile frames. Let's go for it. It's a mech game. I like mechs. Let's go.
Okay, so be it then. It's a mech game. I have an idea if you want. We're on patrol looking for my dad, right? We're looking for like signs of my dad. It was a trap by you.
Right.
I get separated by my group.
It's been a false lead, and you break off from your squad, and you find yourself.
Well, Well, okay, yeah. I was thinking something more like. Just because it'd be even more devious and awesome for you, in my opinion, is that no, you laid the trap so I do get separated, or you deliberately veered me off of the path, being like you're trying, like my dad's signal might be coming from this way.
Yeah,
I'll catch up with you guys, and I go off, right? Like you ployed me
this
away from the people.
Back at the base, I'm gonna go check this out.
You devious bastard! Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, you just see the.
If you're cool with that, this is your scene. Yeah, I don't wanna like step on your toes. I just thought that would be cool. Forgive me. Okay, so what page is it in the rules, by the way, for this one? Sword 22-23. Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think of the terrain as like a grass valley. So like kind of like flanked by mountains and stuff. There might be like a stream, like a glacial stream or something going through.
Like boxed in, but not.
Yeah, right. But there's not a lot of like tree cover or like big rocks or anything. It's mostly just like this like flat valley I find myself in looking for, and then you just like are waiting there like dual length away, and I'm like shit. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So I'm more like zoom in. And then we like do a quick like flashback to like the fighting, being like, "Oh, this guy is so strong. He's good to be on his own," or whatever, right? Yeah. And we come back and they're like, "Oh, it's the same guy." It's All right. So
So yeah. To open the duel, ask a leading question. The better sword begins. If you don't know which of you that is, throw a coin.
I'm the better sword, I think. No, you are the better sword. You're the better sword.
Take turns asking leading questions back and forth. At any time after the third leading question, either of you can choose to ask one of the closing questions to end the duel. All right, so I will put 3 actions on both of our counters. This can go on for more than 3 turns, but...
So you guys fighting on like a perilous cliff or other...
No, that's not what I'm thinking. I'm thinking
like a giant forest clearing, maybe a river running through it.
Yeah. It's mostly grasslands, a little bit of rocks. You can think of maybe like Scottish Highlands to give you an idea.
Yeah.
Are you fighting in a rice field?
No, I was thinking Highlands. So like
a lot of hilly terrain. Maybe there is a cliff face, but it's a distance away.
Yeah.
Like a cliff face overlooking an ocean. That's very Scottish Highlandsy.
Oh yeah, that's perfect.
So yeah, my opening question is going to be, I thrust and you barely turn it. A fraction slower and you've been cut through. Does it exhilarate you or chill you?
It exhilarates me. For the first time in all of my battles in my campaigns, a worthy adversary appears. Yes, I will make my father. I will make my father proud. Yeah. The legacy of Dao will be fulfilled.
Maybe that's how I was able to lure you out, is I did some research into your PMC and like found your file.
Yeah, I love that. I am totally on board with that. Yeah, so you goaded me to this, subtly,
Yeah.
right? So yeah, you got me.
Right. Yeah.
So then I get to ask a leading question.
Yep.
We circle, swords tips touching. What do you say to me? It's the start of the duel. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we're doing this.
Yeah.
What do you want out of me? Right?
Yeah. I think it's the stereotypical, like, allow me to introduce myself.
Yes! Yes! We finally have your name!
Yeah. It's just like our beam sabers barely touching. He's like, allow me to introduce myself. I am Remy Fellini, 18th prince in line to the throne of the Banstretch. I will not allow off-worlders to seize my planet.
Yes! Fuck! I just got chills. It's so good. Literally, that's like Princess Bride.
God, this scene.
Yeah.
I can picture it so perfectly.
Yes, this is so anime.
That is who you are, but you know what you are? You're a boy. An arrogant boy.
Ooh.
Obviously, it comes
Yeah.
it comes through louder and more like
Right,
mechanoid.
it's the Gundam thing of like
Yeah.
when your mechs are closer, there's just a comm link for no reason.
Yeah. Okay.
I think my next question: I launch a sustained attack with my weight behind it. Do you give ground readily or grudgingly?
I give ground readily, and here's why. I'm testing you out. If how good of a swordsman you are, right? So you attack fast.
I
and-
absolutely come at you full force.
Right? And you're just as quick. I'm prepared for you because we fought, and I know, what I'm gonna have to do to counter it. And I'm like, and I goad you the whole time. I'm like, come at me, boy. Come on. You could be faster than that. Come on. You're attacking me with. See, if you knew anything about fighting, like you were attacking me with Bernetti's offense here, and you should expect that I would counter with Ripostero, and like as I like back up, readily, deflecting your blows.
Yeah.
Right, and I'm like saying these like maneuvers. For dueling that you've never heard of before. You're just doing what comes to you, and so it's like, experienced tactical person versus like fiery passionate person.
Yeah, exactly.
And like I'm like the older grizzled person versus you, even though I'm like a son of like a legendary fucking gray bearded badass. But like, anyways, yeah.
Yeah.
So I feel it's weird that I'm like taking the easy way out for each of these right now, but like don't worry about it. I'll change it later.
No, it's weird. It's
okay.
good. It's good that the
cool.
duel starts off without people instantly taking hits.
Right? Yeah, no, okay, cool. I pretend to falter and dip my blade. Do I draw you out, or do you recognize the ploy and hold steady?
I think I recognize the ploy. And I think here's why.
Yeah, I'm pretty obvious with it. Tell me.
Yeah, because you doubt my skills and think of me as a boy, you make an obvious move, and I read it instantly. I jump back out of your upward swing, and I just like say over the comm channel, it's just like, my instructor taught me that move every day in training.
Oh, you had an instructor. Tell me, is he as bad? Yeah. Boy. I hope he's better than the last instructor, or I hope he could train better than the last pilot I fought. I hope he, I hope he trained you better than the last instructor trained the last guy I dueled. Boy.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In my head, though, obviously, I'm like this. I'm impressed, right? Like, oh, he is smart, right? Maybe, yeah. There is this guy. What do you do?
Trying to think. I overreach slightly and you have an opportunity to slip in a dirty little cut. Do you take it?
Yes, I do. But this is what I mean when I do the cut thing. I nick you. I could have, I could have dealt a blow, but I didn't. And I maybe, I gave you a nice little, like, I scraped your paint kind of thing.
Yeah.
Right? With my blade. And what I do is, when it goes by, I say, like, now, boy, I don't want to end you here. I'm on a mission, and you're not my concern. Like, you're not my priority, right?
Yeah.
I'm looking at, like, you're
And
not revolutionary, right?
Yeah.
And I know that, right? So I'm like, listen, you're not the real enemy here, or like, I'm not the real enemy here, is what I would say, right? It's the revolution we need to be dealing with. The revolution has a special weapon. And it's like, I don't want to kill you. I want to find out more about this. Basically being like, if you tell me we could end the duel amicably, I could have killed you. Here's your chance. Like, you might be, like, this is dangerous stuff. Maybe you misthought. I just want this information to pursue at my advantage, and maybe we can get out of this without, shedding blood, or,
and I think,
you know what I mean?
Like, while...
that's my nick.
Yeah. And I think while I say when I overreach and attack is just like, I could crush the revolution myself without you in my way.
Yeah. Ooh.
So yeah, now it's your turn for a leading question.
I catch your wrist in my hand and draw you close to me. Do you let your sword drop, or do you shove me away and fight on? Here's your chance to answer, or like get more out of me. Dueling's not all swordplay, boy. You have a lot of potential, I will give you that. With the right trainer, you could be exceptional.
I think...
Do I become your mentor?
I think I shove you away, and the line I say while I do it is like, that's a pretty good speech. Did your father tell it to you?
Fuck! Oh!
Jesus Christ. Just
this is literally some fucking... Join me, son, to the dark side. You know what I mean? Like, fuck, that's... Oh, damn it!
Fighting sword to sword. Is it really about fighting?
It's about the conversation.
Yeah, it's so great.
Yeah. And I think my next leading question is, again, I thrust and you barely turn it, a fraction slower, you've been cut through. Does it exhilarate or chill you? And while I do it, I'm just like, this planet is my home, and I will fight to the very end to protect it.
See, I don't like the... what I'm thinking is neither, but, like, obviously I have to pick one. I'm going to choose chill rather than exhilarate, but it's more that I'm disappointed.
Yeah, it doesn't have to chill you that much.
Yeah, it's more so that I'm disappointed in your answer. That I I had to put down this fucking upstart peasant boy. Yeah, he had a future.
This cocky ass.
Yeah, right. Like, it's a shame because I've done this before. I've been down this road before with another fucking farm boy. You're better than that one before. I'm giving you that. But like, I don't want to do that.
Like, this isn't the first time you've battled said planet's golden boy.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Like, the Solar Union has put down rebellions time and time again. This is literally routine. Right? Mm-hmm. It's like, well, this is better than fighting pirates.
Yeah.
Are we ready to move to a closing question?
Yeah, they're on the table now. So it's your turn. You can either ask another leading question or go into a closing question.
I pierce your side, but in doing so, leave myself open to a return stroke. Do you deliver it? I say, like, it's a shame I have to put you down. You have such potential. what do you do?
Yeah, I deliver it.
Yeah.
And I say,
So both
if you
are
knock
mechs.
me down, I'll just keep getting back up. And both our mobile frames end up being damaged.
Yeah, and I think maybe we're damaged where you both go away.
Yeah,
right?
we both have to retreat.
Like we're both low power or something, and it's like, you know, we got to get out.
The little thing like times up is like, oh,
Like,
you only
yeah,
have
like-
10 minutes left on your
Yeah,
operational
like,
time.
yeah, I hit your thing and you hit my power thing, so we're like, truce for now.
Yeah.
It's like,
It's like power
Alright.
leak, retreat immediately.
the next time we meet in the battle, it will be final, right? And then we go.
Yeah.
Fuck, dude. Chills.
I love giant robots, guys.
Thank you for dueling me, Sci-Fi. I had a lot of fun with that.
Yeah.
We don't.
So
I didn't feel like we
now-
left a lot of opportunity for questions to come in, but that was
Yeah.
fun.
It's a chaotic corn dog's turn to
Oh
pick
my
again.
god! Please don't take me. I need to like decompress for a minute.
Yeah, the two people that I was considering dueled each other. So, I don't think I'm.
No, I mean I can go again if you want, if you need.
No,
me.
it's fine.
It's
I think
I could
I'm
go.
gonna,
I could go again, just not in my mobile frame.
I think
Just
we're gonna
doesn't
steal
count,
time
so
together with Darcy.
Oh, interesting.
oh cool.
Yeah.
Here we go. I will move us over to this page for stealing time together. There's 2 hop, skips, and a jump.
Oh god, guys.
All right, set up. Only you and your chosen partner play. Ask them how you two came to be stealing time together. What do you notice about each other, and what have you heard? During the liaison, anyone can ask for details about the locations and circumstances. Converse as you like naturally. During the conversation, either of you may, if you like, begin an exchange by making an advance. The other one may then make an answer to conclude the exchange. Return to the conversation and advance to the next exchange as much as you like.
Okay. So let's start
So yeah, how did you come to be stealing time
with
together?
that. Yeah. First of all, I would prefer it if we weren't on like noble ground,
Okay.
so we can kind of explore that part of Darcy's character where it's like she's not always, you know, the like highbrow sort of person.
I'm down for that.
Do you have any like where would you want to?
I'm not really sure, but I almost feel like it would be interesting because I'm really angry with the landowners right now, and I'm looking to try to make any sort of connections that I can to get back at them or to get them off this planet. I tried with Remy and he blew me off. So it could be interesting if I was like kind of nosing around known rebel hangouts and I'm kind of like dressed down. Like I'm trying to not act noble, but now I'm the one who's out of place and you're the one who notices that I am very out of place. So that we're kind of turning the tables.
So
You're covered with this old, beat-up jacket, but your posture is immaculate.
Exactly.
it's kind of funny because I'm basically the opposite. I dress better than like all of the other like revolutionaries. Probably only like slightly though, so I probably look similar to you in like style. And I'm like slouched over because I'm not like used to being like, you know, all high class and stuff. What have you heard about each other, and also what have we noticed? So I think we've noticed each other's appearance first of all.
I think you would recognize me.
Oh, absolutely.
And I don't think I recognize you.
Also, very likely. Or wait, well, it says, "What have you heard about me?"
I don't think I've heard anything about you. I
Okay,
think that would make it
that
very
makes it
interesting.
What have I heard about you?
You would have definitely been aware that I was slighted at the Founders Day celebration. Like, it was probably noticed by many nobles and written about in like gossip columns or whatever that I was slighted by Remy or something. You would also know that I've been dealing with troubles with the landowners, and I've been very vocal about my displeasure with that.
All right. So, is there an amount of turns, or do we just like wing this one?
It just says go along, having advances and answers for as long as you feel fits.
All right.
And it says at any time after the third exchange, any player may interrupt the liaison and end it.
All right. May I touch your hand? Because I'm like, you're in a rough neighborhood, and I know who you are. I kind of want to like guide you to safety, basically.
So what do you say?
Okay, so give me the context.
Yeah.
Like,
what's the context and what do you say?
So you're looking for like revolutionaries, and you're basically just like strolling down these like known revolutionary areas. And there are like probably thugs around like eyeing you, because like, you know, you're quite noticeably, even though you're trying to dress down, you know, it's hard to dress down when you're a princess.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna make sure they all know that, like, you know, don't like hurt this person.
You may, but first I want you to introduce yourself, will you?
I bow in a very like half respectful, half like mocking.
Oh gosh.
I say, I am Ramon Vermont at your service.
I gotta think of what I would call myself, because I couldn't be all like, yeah, I'm Princess Darcy Avalon. Nice to meet you.
Or I might say like Your Majesty at the end, just to like, like, I'm Ramon Vermont, Your Majesty. Pleased to meet your acquaintance.
For the second time.
Yeah, but this time there's no masks. Do you know the voice though?
The whole, like...
I think I would respond by saying, "What do you mean by that? Because I'm obviously in disguise. How could you know that I'm a noble?"
I just like smile and like look at you, just like, come on.
Like yeah.
Yeah, just like you know I know. Like, let's be honest. I'm pretty sure like everyone in this neighborhood does.
Damn it! I know I'm not supposed to give you suggestions, but can I suggest something?
Sure.
You take her hand.
Mm-hmm.
And you say your hands are soft. Hands that have never had to work hard in their life.
Except I'm a warrior princess. My hands are calloused from years of swordplay.
Also,
damn.
I think I probably would bring that up because my hands are probably softer in this situation. Like, I'm not a warrior. I'm like a charmer. I'm a diplomat.
You're a blue-collar worker.
As best I can, but it's just not who I am.
Yeah, that's fair. Don't listen to Eric's suggestions. He's an idiot.
Yeah. It was cool, though. It would have been cool in, like, under different circumstances.
Yeah.
Anyway. What do you do? Because I think we left off on that.
Well, I asked if you'd introduce yourself, and you did, so I do let you take my hand.
All right. So, I'd probably just walk you, like, into some, I don't know, like, safe house or something. Somewhere where you can be, like, alone and no one could, like, disturb you. Because I don't want you to be,
safe house
like...
owned by the Revolution?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Just, like, a place for, like, people to, like, hide out and, like, lay low. People might be in there, but, like, it's probably not people that would, like, actually, like... Well, maybe they would try to kill Darcy. I don't know. You have any thoughts on the matter?
I certainly hope they don't try to kill you.
Because the aristocracy isn't exactly your like enemies; they're also your like rivals.
True, and I'm like a captain, so I think they would like trust me if they even are there. So yeah, I'd lead you there.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe there's like a rebel like soldier sort of inside the door, and he gives you a look like, "Yo, do you know what you're doing?"
It's like, this isn't the first time I've tried to.
Oh yeah, it's not the first princess I've taken back to my abode.
No. It's a code 4042.
Oh gosh.
Strictly business, I'm sure.
So I think once we're inside, I would ask you, I would probably lean, like I see the other people around and I'm kind of uncertain, and I lean close so that I can whisper into your ear, and I touch your ear. May I?
Yes, you may.
And I whisper, "Where is this place that you've brought me?"
It's safer than where you were. And I basically just like pinch you on the cheek. May I? May I pinch you on the cheek?
You may not, and I withdraw to a more comfortable distance.
Oh my, princess. I
think you reach for me and I smack your hand away and I back off. Like,
yeah, I have a surprised and like intrigued look on my face, and I just say, "Princess."
And I look like super taken aback. Like, how dare you type expression on my face.
Okay.
And I think there is that moment of like this awkward silence where we're both not sure how to approach the situation.
All right. Out of character. Would you rather, like, who do you think would go now? Who do you think would like initiate back into this like?
Well, I think it needs to be like you've got to offer something first. You can't just.
I also think that we like the aura in like the room is like I know you. I've introduced myself, and you might know my name. So we might like, if we're gonna talk business, we could do that here, and that's just kind of like sitting.
Yeah, she might know your name, but she might not know what you do.
That's
yeah,
also,
like everybody knows me. I'm a princess.
I probably initiate.
I think you need to, because
God,
I don't know what's going on.
Because like with advances, it's all like me just being physical.
Well, the thing is, it says converse as you like naturally.
Okay. Yeah.
So we don't have to just advance. It's just like as it seems appropriate.
Yeah, you advance as it seems appropriate.
So
and then you end when it seems appropriate.
I asked Darcy, have you heard of me?
No. Should I have?
Well, I'm quite well known within the revolution.
Oh, really?
Not a thing you say to the aristocracy.
And I think like people say the thing, turn and look at you like, why are you?
Yeah.
Why did we let you into the revolution?
I'm the worst revolutionary. I know this.
Because you need every man you can get.
But it's like I have a princess with me, and I want to be all impressive. So.
He's a loose cannon, but he's
I love your idea that the most impressive thing you could say is that you work for the enemy.
Yeah, that's like I don't want to take that.
That's the only thing you got going for you right now.
I mean, the thing is, though, is that it's kind of working for him because I was looking for rebels to collude with them.
Right?
So, yeah.
And you just happen to be led into the lion's den.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is how we make more rebels.
Oh yeah. Basically what I'm doing is deciding whether or not right now should be a trap or an opportunity. Because I could probably take out Darcy if I wanted to.
You say that, but I'm the swords person. You're not.
But, yeah. That's my mindset right now.
I think what happens is, like, you say that you're high ranking with the rebels or something like that, and
probably like in a more charming way.
Right. And I think what happens is that I had retreated to a comfortable distance, and I step forward and I grasp for your hand with both of mine. So I touch your hand. May I?
You may.
And I say to you, I was looking for rebels. I need their help, and I think they need mine.
I know.
Is that why you've brought me here?
Well, when you see a lone princess walking in the streets in need of your help, you tend to help. In my, experience, at least.
That has not been my experience.
Well, you nobility are always trying to get over each other in status and ranking. You don't know the, finer things to do with your time. And I once again, try to make physical advances like a creep. And I try to move your hair and put it over your ear.
Oh yeah, you brush your hair aside, like the classic fucking move. Everyone's move saying that we're gonna kiss.
Smooth move.
The we're gonna kiss, right? That's literally that's what it means.
Yep.
You may, but only for a moment.
All right, yeah, I do it and then I withdraw. Trying to be respectful, but still really creepy.
I think I release your hand at that point. And I say, the landowners have been a thorn in all of our sides for a long time, and they want to steal our natural resources.
We can't have that, can we?
No.
What do you propose we do about it? And what can I help you with?
I propose we take out the landowners, and specifically that Eric Dow.
That fucking guy.
I grimace at the name, remembering we have a flashback to me just wide-eyed, looking at the sniper shot that's just been fired at me before my mech was destroyed. And I grimace, and I'm like, yeah, we should.
I think when you grimace, I touch your cheek, I grab your face, but not in a sexual way. It's
in an aggressive way.
It's kind of in an aggressive way, but I'm like, yes, that is the expression.
You grab my face in a affirmative manner.
Yeah, I'm a noble and don't you turn away from me.
Yes, that is the expression that you should have on your face whenever you hear the name Eric Dow. May I?
All right.
May I touch your face?
Let's see. You may, but only for a moment, because this is awkward for me, and I don't like being touched in this way. So how do you propose we go about this?
Well, I know the rebels have, what are they called here? I forget already. The mobile Gundam-y things.
Mobile frames.
Frames, thank you.
They're the same as Gundams, but they're called frames instead of suits.
And I know it's the name of the game, but whatever. I know that the rebels have mobile frames, and the nobles have mobile frames. And the nobles have very good mobile frames. And I fought a rebel recently and found out that the rebels have very good mobile frames as well.
I am so happy right now. Because I knew that was you. You
I
don't know that was me.
No.
I imagine your character
I am just
gritting against his eyes like, she thinks I have a good mobile frame, guys.
And so I think what I'm proposing is basically that we just launch a full-scale attack and we take these guys out. We bloody them until staying on the planet is no longer viable for them.
Give me a week. I need mine to get repaired. It got damaged in battle recently.
I think I quirk an eyebrow at you. I don't say anything, but I just kind of give you one of those looks like, really?
Wait, would I get the impression that you would know?
I wouldn't know, but I think I suspect that you were involved in that free-for-all.
Okay, then I give you like a tiny little like up nod and like yeah, you know it was me.
You know. You don't know, but you know.
Yeah. You act like you don't know, but you know.
And I think
That's what I wanted
at
to
the
say.
up nod, I'm like, oh, so that was you.
Is that the end of point of that exchange then?
Yeah, I think so.
Just like you guys.
Yeah, we're just
You guys
like
have
awkwardly like touching each other and having a conversation about
You have
like,
the tiniest bit of mutual respect.
Mhm.
All right.
That works out.
Back over to the
That was super
factions
cool.
page.
Oh, God damn it, guys.
It is Eric's turn to choose a game.
What the this game is too good. Fuck. Alright, where are we at? Did we take a break yet?
I don't think we
No.
did, actually.
Alright,
Wait, do we?
we're at 3 minutes or 3 hours and 20 seconds or 20 minutes, so it's probably time for a break based on where we're at.
Yeah.
So it's time for a
Come
break.
back.
Don't worry, and we'll come back for the last hour and wrap up of Once Upon a Game, season 3, episode 13, where we're playing Firebrands. This game's amazing. But-
Yeah.
all right, we'll see you guys in a little bit.